There's no one reason that motivates me to do this kind of work. There is inherently just that interest in taking what is effectively theoretical chemical engineering and applying it to something that that has the potential to have a real impact for society.
I kind of liked the chemical engineering part because I realized that chemical engineer can be much more than actually working in like industry, in like these pipes everywhere. When I was looking for PhD opportunities, I was really excited about being able to work first with like a new technology, also to be helping on the ultimate application of impacting people's lives.
What you have are all the different cell types in that organoid, which is different to what companies currently use to do drug testing on. At the moment, you'd have what's called a monoculture, so the cells are all the same. It would be a cell line, and they all have the same properties, but they are only an approximation to a tumour. We know we've got a lot of good drugs at the moment, but we could have more, and we'd have better drugs.
You can also reduce the reliance in other current methods that are used. Organoids resemble more this architecture and these meaning functions that they represent in their body because they are in 3 dimensions. They also help to reduce the reliance on animal testing, which is something else that you can see as a positive impact.
It was very clear that there was a gap of how we could take this amazing biology and actually produce enough organoids so that it could be used in industry to replace the current system, the current monoculture of cells that are used for drug discovery. Even now, as far as we can see, as a company regularly doing due diligence on this, as far as we can see, there's no one else with the technology to scale organoids in a semi-automated way that we can.
I do like that the field is growing a lot, and then you can see a lot of traction now, because when I started 5 years ago, it was a new technology, and it feels like weird to work to develop something that is quite new, but I can see like lots of companies interested, lots of pharmaceutical companies already using organoids for trying drugs, and lots of clinical trials already in development. The future potential of organoids, reducing the cost of drugs, and potentially going to like personalized medicine, which I think it's a really interesting field.
Itself, yeah.
So it's really nice to see the evolution of the technology.
The interesting thing, as soon as you get into engineering, there's no known or set answer, particularly once you get into research and innovation. By definition, there is no answer that you're working towards, and I actually really like that. It's really challenging a lot of the time, but actually it's just such a buzz and so satisfying when you do actually kind of move things forward.